Welcome to Learning Base Africa's Maths class. I say a big welcome to you. If this is your first time coming to Learning Base Africa, you are welcome. At Learning Base Africa, we ensure that students who would stay with us within the space of 3 months become maths genius and get outstanding results in their performance in school. So now today we'll be learning about proportion. Have you heard of proportion before? What is proportion? Proportion is the comparison done between quantities or variables. The comparison we do between one quantity and the other quantity. Now I'm going to explain more about that in the examples that will be solved. We have two types of proportion. They are direct proportion and indirect proportion. Indirect proportion is otherwise known as inverse proportion. So it's either you call it indirect proportion or you call it inverse proportion. And I've also told you that proportion has to do with comparison of one quantity with another quantity, or one variable with another variable. Now look at this example. We will be able to differentiate between direct and indirect proportion in the examples that we will be treating. A man gets 10,000 naira for 10 hours of work. Because the man worked for 10 hours, he got 10,000 naira. Find the amount for 3 hours. 3 hours, 10 hours. He's working less here. He's working more here. Which means the more we work, the more we earn. I want you to listen. The more we work, or the more the number of hours, the number of time, the more we earn. The lesser the number of time, the less the amount. That is where you will identify the type of proportion that this question fall into. The more we work, the more we earn. You can hear more. Now, the less we work, the less we earn. This type of proportion is known as direct proportion. You earn proportionately to the number of hours you have worked. You work more, you earn more. You work less, you earn less. The same thing goes for the number of books that you want to buy. If one book costs 500 naira, 2 books will cost 1,000 naira. 3 books will cost 1,500 naira. So the more the number of book, or the higher the number of books, the higher the price you pay. You can hear that higher. So the higher variable A is, the higher the other variable will be. So such is called direct proportion. But a situation whereby the higher variable A is, the lesser or the lower variable B is, that is indirect or inverse proportion. So now let's find the answer to this. Find the amount for 3 hours. Now, if 10 hours of work will cost 10,000 naira, therefore 3 hours of work, since it is a direct proportion, because you need to understand before solving it, since it is a direct proportion, just pick your 3 hours divided by 10 hours multiplied by 10,000 naira. Okay, so hours, we cancel hours. Find the amount is the question. So our answer will be in amount. Now let's divide. Kill the 0 here and here. So it means 3 times 1,000 will be equal to 3,000. So it means if we work for 3 hours, we are going to earn only 3,000 naira. This is a direct proportion. Now the next example. 7 workers dig a piece of ground in 10 days. 7 workers in 10 days. Okay? How long will it take 5 workers? If there are many, it will reduce the number of days because there are many. They will be able to finish the work quickly. When there are not many, when the number has reduced, the number of days will be more because we don't have enough workers. Such variable or such proportion is known as inverse proportion. The higher the variable A, the lower the variable B. And the lower the variable A, the higher the variable B. I hope you got that. So that's inverse or indirect proportion. So now 7 workers dig a piece of ground in 10 days. So you would say, then how long will it take 5 workers? If 7 workers work for 10 days, how long will it take 5 workers? Okay, so how long will it take 5 workers? So, you know, in the first example, I asked you to write this straight away because it was direct proportion. This is inverse. You're not going to write this variable first. You're going to write this variable first when showing your working. So that will be 7 workers divided by 5 workers times 10 days. So workers would cancel workers. Sorry, this should be workers, not hours. Okay, so workers will cancel workers. Then 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 10 is 2. So 7 times 2 days will give you 14 days. So it means it will take 5 workers 14 days to dig the same piece of ground. So I believe you now can differentiate between direct proportion and indirect or inverse proportion, and their workings are different. Now I want you to attend this class again at least twice, and when attending this class, make sure you put your mind at it so that you'll be able to have a deep understanding of this topic. Now, if you want more mathematics like this, we are coming up with 36 days math adventure. On a daily basis, we'll be having live class beginning from the 1st of November. So I want you to tell your parents to enroll you instantly at the massive discount. Now, you have bonus classes. The bonus classes will be special English language classes, special graphics and animation design classes with content creation drill. You will also learn how to edit amazing videos. So are you ready for this 36 days math adventure? Make sure you enroll instantly. I will only give a space to 20 students to enroll. And as soon as we meet up with 20 students, the registration closes. So now, make sure you do this exercise. If I am paid 7,500 naira for 5 hours, find my pay after 2 hours. Now you're going to state the type of proportion this is. What type of proportion is this? Is it an inverse proportion or a direct proportion? I hope you've enjoyed this class today. Thank you very much for attending our class at Learning Base Africa. If you have any issues with mathematics, do not hesitate to call our phone number. This is our number. Everybody, 080-600-90605. Learning Base Africa. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.